so here we are. Hopefully that's the Oleg that my father wrote the email to.
And hopefully he knows something that can be helpful. I haven't really been able to find out much yet.
Hello and welcome back to Secret Files Tunguska. Last time we helped Nina with her problems. Fixed her bike, fixed her camera, got a really bad image of the man in the creepy mask that potentially assaulted our father. Oh, we know he assaulted him, but Nina, doesn't know 100% that he assaulted him. And then we looked through our father's files and found a reference to this Oleg, and here we are at his house. But before we begin, we actually have to go somewhere else. We gotta go back to father's house. So I did actually end up playing this, but I had problems with the recording, so I'm re-recording it. So unfortunately, this means it's not blind anymore. But on the upside, you get to miss me, like, running around having the solution, but only, 80% of the solution. Because, say, for example, I was missing a part like this.
Oh, the handle just came off.
Yeah, I never thought to try to pick up the bucket. So now we have this handle.
A handle.
Which is apparently needed for a puzzle. And
the storage compartment is open now.
we can actually unlock our own motorcycle. So our keys got added to this key ring when we picked up the key for the fuse box from the museum. So I didn't think to... Because we didn't start with it, I didn't think it represented our keys, so...
My cell phone and my sunglasses. I'd better take both before they get swiped. Dark blue and very cool. This thing has all the bells and whistles. You can even play Orion Squad 1 with it.
I can't claim that the sun is really blinding me, and I'm not at all in the mood to be very cool at the moment.
That's unfortunate. I think she'd look dashing with a pair of sunglasses.
Who should I call? My father would answer if he could, and I'm not really in the mood for small talk.
But now we can go back to Oleg's house. And let's scan the scene.
A relic from long ago, before everyone had cell phones.
I wouldn't know who to call, and even if I did know who to call, why am I paying exorbitant basic rates for my cell phone if I don't use it?
That's true even today.
A blue trash bag, hopefully unused.
Now, why it made it out here with the used trash bags, we'll never know. But we're going to steal it anyways. Because that's what we do. We steal everything that's not nailed down.
A blue trash bag, hopefully unused.
And there's actually not a lot from this perspective, so let's go and talk to Oleg. And I also learned that you can double-click to transition between scenes faster.
A sweet little food bowl for our furry friends. Pets can get in and out through that thing.
And you'll notice this is specifically labeled as a cat flap and not a pet flap. And unfortunately, we can't read this card. But what we can do is ring ring.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you Oleg Kambursky?
Yeah. Why?
I'm Nina Kalinkov.
Yeah? And?
Yeah, okay. You know my father, Vladimir Kalinkov, and I thought you...
I don't know any Vladimir Kalinkov. And now, if you'll excuse me, please.
Phooey. That wasn't very successful. I hope for the biggest break in the search for my father, and that guy doesn't even let me speak. Did I say something wrong? Or exactly the right thing?
Oh, he's not too happy to see us. So, but we do have the option to go behind his house, so why don't we do that and see what we can see back there. It's got actually a very nice place, all things considered. Very scenic with the windmills and the aircraft next door in the barn house. So we must be really out in the boonies. And hey, there's that butterfly from earlier that was on the beer bottle. I really do like how the butterfly or the birds will sweep down right in front of your view. And there's not much to see here.
A broom handle, but it could be a handle from a shovel too.
We're gonna take that, and then I'm going to proceed to question where she's keeping it, because that thing is as tall as her. Okay, then our next point of interest is this window slit here.
The guy is hectically making phone calls. Does that have something to do with my visit? If only I were a fly on the wall in his office.
The food and water bowls for the pet in the middle of the kitchen. Very hygienic.
See, she says that like it's a bad thing, but every family I know, including my own, typically put the food and water bowls for their pet in the kitchen. So that way, we can all sit down to a meal together.
Looks like this Kambursky guy is a hobby gardener. Even his garden hose is green.
And again, like almost every garden hose I've seen has been green, with the exception of, I think for a time my family owned the gray one. But that's just like a standard color. Kitty! Go pet the kitty.
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
Hey, that's not fair. They purr too. In any case, it looks like he's waiting for food.
Yummy. Cold pizza with stinky tuna fish.
I don't know if the cat would eat the rest of the pizza, but surely they'd be interested in the tuna.
I'm finally gonna get rid of this stinky stuff. And the cute little fuzzball will probably even like it.
Now, in the meantime, since we know he's on the phone, what if we could eavesdrop on him?
I should fasten my cell phone to the cat somehow.
So why don't we
Now I can tape my cell phone almost everywhere.
duct tape our phone to the cat, because what could go wrong with that?
Thanks to double-sided tape, I can now attach it anywhere. Whatever that's good for.
Wait, this is double-sided duct tape? I guess it is.
The cell phone's camera function is on. A rare example of the European roaming dictaphone. Now I just need to somehow lure the cat into the kitchen.
Well, we know there's a water dish in there, and we have this salt shaker.
Also known as white gold in the Middle Ages.
So why don't we salt up this pizza?
That should make our little pussycat real thirsty. Wonderful, it worked! Oleg is still on the phone, and the cat will be drinking for a while, and hopefully recording the conversation. I love it when a plan comes together.
Excellent, excellent. So now we can probably just go back. And let's see if he's done yet. Up, all done. And the cat is still drinking water. So now let's bring the
A
cat
relic
out.
from long ago, before everyone had cell phones.
Right, just take your time, take your time.
Let's see how the cat reacts to my cell phone's vibrate mode. Oh, great. The cat is up in the tree, and my cell phone is stuck up there in a crotch of the tree. How am I supposed to get to it?
I have to correct my statement about cats. Besides sleeping and eating, they also climb trees at the most inopportune times.
Alright, so let's meander over there.
I can't reach it.
But we have this broomstick.
I could reach the cell phone with that, but if it drops those 5 meters or so, it's probably not going to be much good to me either, is it?
Oh, this is where I got stuck because I didn't have this handle in the inventory. So I'm thinking, oh, you can hold the plastic bag or, combine it with this and use it on there. No, what you got to do, as it turns out,
A
is
handle.
do this.
I've reinforced the opening of the bag with the bucket's handle. just a little more tape around it. Yeah, that should do it.
So yeah, you basically make a, like a little, I don't know what the word for this is, brailer.
A makeshift brailer.
Okay, I guess that's the name then. And you fish it out with the hoop,
That
so to speak.
could work.
Once again, we take this from our magical inventory.
Wonderful. Let's see if the recording of Oleg's phone conversation gets me anywhere.
Kalenkov isn't here anymore. No, Tunguska wasn't mentioned, but there wasn't any opportunity to either. Yeah, I just think someone urgently needs to take care of the matter. All right, so you'll call back then. Bye.
Well, that wasn't very productive. Okay, so this is what we have. Someone should be tending to some kind of matter. I hope the matter isn't me. Besides that, something about Tunguska. There was also something in the mail for Oleg. Maybe I should ask Max about that later.
Alright, so we didn't get a huge amount.
I don't imagine he'll open the door again when he sees me.
And we refuse to even try to open the door again. And we can't pick up the salted half-eaten pizza now, so... That concludes our business here. We can go and look at our diary real quick. So we see... right now we have a record of the museum office in chaos, us being ambushed, the cassette from our father that gave us the code to the car, Lisa, the photos, and then we have Oleg, who, you know, is he hiding something or is he just unfriendly in this case? It seems like it's pretty obvious he's hiding something. And then we have the very small results of our bugging operation. A big hint to say, hey, go to the museum, talk to Max now, because the museum's open. So, I apologize for this very short episode. That's the problem with adventure games, is you can only play them for the first time once. You know, there were Buried in Time, for example, is one of my favorite adventure games, and you know, I played it a long time ago as a kid, and then you know, lost it for a while, and then got to play it again, and I love it, but it doesn't have a lot of replay value because, you know, the puzzles don't change, and once you solve them, they stick in your memory pretty good, and that's unfortunately the case here. So next time we will go to the museum, in which we will hopefully not have recording problems, and we will struggle around getting 9/10 of the solution there while missing the one semi-obvious thing. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and we'll see you then.